Let's talk about the Los Angeles Rams. This has been a very interesting season for this team, and they find themselves in a very good situation. They're second in their division at sitting with the 6-6 record. You beat the Seattle Seahawks twice, so you swept them. So you have a leg up on the Seattle Seahawks, and you also took care of business against the Arizona Cardinals as well. This is a very good football team. As long as Matthew Stafford can stay upright with the offensive line play, we see how good this Rams team can be offensively. The offensive line has been getting it together the last couple of weeks, and Matthew Stafford did miss a game against the Green Bay Packers where he was dealing with an injured finger on his throwing hand, but since he's come back, he's looked very good. In the last 3 games on this winning streak, he has 8 passing touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. He's been phenomenal in this stint with this team, and Sean McVay is still one of the elite head coaches in the NFL. If the offensive line can just take care of Matthew Stafford, he can feed the ball to guys like Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. This season, Puka Nacua has been phenomenal, and this is just his first year in the NFL, and this is definitely something to build off of. Puka Nacua has 1,029 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. No one saw this coming. And Cooper Kupp has dealt with injuries this season, but when he has touched the field, he's been a very good wide receiver for this team. And you can still say that he is the best wide receiver on this roster. But Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, that's going to be a nice duo for the next couple of years to come. You also look at Kyren Williams as well. This kid is phenomenal at the running back position. Sean McVay is getting the most that he can out of the running backs on his roster. When Kyren Williams went down, we did not see another running back put up this production. So he's definitely not a system running back with this team. He is just a very good running back and a phenomenal player in this system. 687 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns, 5.1 yards a carry in 8 games this season. And when he went down, the offense definitely took a dip in production because they were not able to go out there and run play action. When this kid comes in the game, they can run play action. They can give him the football, and he is a force running down the field. He's had a phenomenal campaign this season in his second season, and hopefully he can stay healthy, because if he can stay healthy, he could be one of the best running backs in the game. And he has been one of the best running backs in the game when he's been fully healthy. Averaging 5.1 yards a carry. And this NFL is phenomenal to see for a young player. And that's another thing as well with this Los Angeles Rams team. If you go back to last season, no one thought this team would be able to go out there and make the playoffs. They thought they were still in that rebuilding stage. But as long as you have a veteran quarterback that's fully healthy like Matthew Stafford and a great head coach, Sean McVay, this is what can happen. You can go out there and be in a very good situation. The reason why they had so many struggles last season, the offensive line was putrid. They could not protect Matthew Stafford, and he missed majority of last season dealing with a back injury. Steve Avila has been a very good lineman with this team at that position, at that center position, because you got him from TCU at the left guard position. You got him from TCU, and he's been phenomenal. You have Brian Allen at the center position, but Steve Avila has been a very good player with this team in his rookie season. And that's another young player. So Sean McVay is developing these players, and they're still trying to make a playoff push. It's very impressive to see. And you look at their defense. Their defense is not one of the best defenses in the NFL, but they get stops when they need to. Aaron Donald is one of the best defensive players in the game still. He deals with a lot of double teams. So his sack production isn't going to be high this season because he doesn't have that counterpart that can go out there and help him out like how Von Miller did a couple of years ago, or like how Ndamukong Suh did a couple of years ago. But he still has 6 sacks on the season. He's stopping the run, and he's putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Byron Young has been very good this season. 5 sacks in the season, 2 forced fumbles. But the pressure that he puts on the quarterback is very phenomenal to see, and he has a major impact on the game. He may not fill in the stat sheet every single week, but he's definitely going to impact the game. And I look at Jonah Williams, very good run stopper. He's not going to go out there and get 5 to 6 sacks on the season, but he's going to go out there, play his role, stop the run, and get pressure when he needs to. Ahkello Witherspoon has been the best cover corner on this team, and hopefully he has found a home. We have seen this guy be with the Pittsburgh Steelers, be with the San Francisco 49ers, be with the Seattle Seahawks, has been able to settle down in one place, but he's been very good this season, and he's been the best corner on this team this season. Kobe Durant has his plays to where you scratch your head and say, okay, what's going on with this kid? And then the next thing you know, he has a very good defensive play in the red zone. He needs a lot of development to go on in the future, and I like his game, but he still has to be more consistent with this team if they want to make a deep playoff run. And Jordan Fuller has been an elite safety with this team this season. He's been very good this season for this team, one of the most slept on players at that position. And Ernest Jones is a playmaking linebacker in the middle of the field. So they have the coaching staff to go out here and possibly make a deep playoff run. Not saying that they're going to go out there and win the Super Bowl, but they could go into the playoffs and shock a team or two. I look at this Rams team, as long as you have Matthew Stafford upright and the offensive line's doing the right thing and he can distribute the ball to guys like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, you can be in a very good situation. And this 3-game winning streak is definitely showing that. We saw what they were able to do against the Cleveland Browns. I understand that Browns team, they don't have Deshaun Watson. They didn't have Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You're going against Joe Flacco, but you still went against that top defense and you put up 30-plus points on that team with this offense. That's a great thing to see. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about the Los Angeles Rams? Are they a real threat to make the NFL playoffs? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.